Imagine a city so powerful that kings from across the world bowed before it. A city with walls so thick that chariots could race on top of them. A city with gardens so beautiful they were called one of the 7 wonders of the world. This city ruled the earth for thousands of years. Its name was Babylon. But today, if you go to Iraq and stand where Babylon once stood, you will find only ruins and sand. What happened? How does the greatest city in human history just disappear? This is the story of Babylon's curse, a warning written in ancient stone, a warning we forgot. In this video, AI-generated visuals are used to imagine the past. These reconstructions help us better understand Babylon, daily life, and the events of that tragic day. "4,000 years ago, in the land between 2 rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates, humans built their first great cities. This place was called Mesopotamia. It means the land between rivers. The soil was rich, the water was endless, crops grew tall and thick. People had enough food to stop wandering. They settled, they built, and among all these cities, one grew larger than the rest: Babylon. Babylon was not just big, it was organized. It had laws, it had schools, it had astronomers who studied the stars. It had mathematicians who invented the number system we still use today. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour. That came from Babylon. The city became the center of trade. Merchants came from Egypt, from Persia, from India. They brought gold, spices, silk, and precious stones. Babylon grew richer and richer. But Babylon was not just about wealth, it was about power. And one king would make Babylon the most powerful city on earth.
In 1792 BC, a young king named Hammurabi took the throne of Babylon. He was smart, he was ruthless, he was a genius at war and politics. One by one, he conquered the cities around him. He defeated armies, he made alliances, he broke those alliances when it helped him. Within 30 years, Hammurabi controlled all of Mesopotamia. Babylon became an empire. But Hammurabi is not remembered just for his wars. He is remembered for something else: the code. Hammurabi created the first written law system in human history. He carved 282 laws onto a massive black stone. The stone still exists today. You can see it in a museum in Paris. The laws covered everything: marriage, trade, theft, murder, punishments. Some of the laws seem harsh to us now: an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But back then, this was revolutionary. For the first time, everyone knew the rules. Rich or poor, the law was written down. No one could change it based on their mood. Hammurabi's code brought order, and order brought stability. Babylon exploded in size. Temples rose into the sky. Palaces covered acres of land. The city became a wonder. But Hammurabi's empire did not last. After he died, the empire broke apart. Babylon fell into chaos. For hundreds of years, it was invaded, conquered, and ruled by foreigners. But Babylon never disappeared. It waited, and then a new king arrived, a king who would make Babylon greater than ever before. His name was Nebuchadnezzar II. He became king in 605 BC. He was a warrior, a builder, a man obsessed with glory. He wanted Babylon to be the greatest city the world had ever seen, and he made it happen. Nebuchadnezzar rebuilt Babylon from the ground up. He constructed walls so massive they became legendary. The outer wall was 56 miles long. It had 250 watchtowers. The inner wall was so thick that 3 chariots could ride side by side on top of it. Enemies looked at these walls and gave up before even trying to attack. But the walls were just the beginning. Nebuchadnezzar built the Ishtar Gate, a massive blue gateway covered in glazed bricks and golden animals, lions, bulls, dragons. It shined in the sun like a piece of heaven. He built a grand processional road paved with limestone. During festivals, thousands of people walked this road singing and celebrating. And then he built the Hanging Gardens. His wife was a princess from the mountains of Persia. She missed the green hills of her homeland, so Nebuchadnezzar built her a mountain. He created terraced gardens that rose high into the air. Trees, flowers, and vines hung from every level. Water was pumped up from the river using an ingenious system of wheels and chains. From a distance, it looked like a green pyramid floating in the desert. The Greeks called it one of the 7 wonders of the world. Babylon became the largest city on earth. Over 200,000 people lived there. It was the New York, the London, the Tokyo of the ancient world. Kings and ambassadors came from every corner of the known world just to see it. Babylon seemed unstoppable. But Nebuchadnezzar made one terrible mistake. He became arrogant. He believed Babylon would last forever. He forgot that all empires fall, and Babylon's fall came faster than anyone expected.
After Nebuchadnezzar died, his son Belshazzar became king. Belshazzar was not like his father. He was weak, he was foolish, he loved parties more than ruling. In 539 BC, the Persian army, led by King Cyrus the Great, was marching toward Babylon. Everyone knew they were coming, but Belshazzar did not care. He threw a huge feast inside the palace. 1,000 nobles attended. They drank wine from golden cups stolen from the Jewish temple in Jerusalem. They mocked the gods of other nations. They laughed and celebrated while the enemy was at the gates. Then something impossible happened. In the middle of the feast, a hand appeared, a human hand with no body attached. It floated in the air. It moved toward the wall, and it began to write. Strange words appeared on the wall, glowing in the firelight. Mene, Mene, Tekel, Upharsin. No one could read it. The nobles panicked. Belshazzar turned pale. He called for his wise men, but none of them could explain the words. Finally, someone remembered Daniel, a Jewish prophet who lived in the city. Daniel was brought to the palace. He looked at the wall. He looked at the terrified king, and he translated the message. God has numbered your days. You have been weighed and found wanting. Your kingdom will be divided and given to the Persians. That very night, the Persian army entered Babylon. They did not break down the walls. They did not need to. They simply diverted the Euphrates River and walked into the city through the riverbed. Belshazzar was killed. Babylon fell without a fight. The greatest city in the world had been conquered because its leaders were too busy partying to defend it.
The Persians did not destroy Babylon. In fact, Cyrus the Great admired the city. He kept it as one of his capitals. For a while, Babylon continued to thrive, but the soul of the city was broken. It was no longer the center of power. That title moved to Persia. Then it moved to Greece, then to Rome. Alexander the Great conquered Babylon in 331 BC. He loved the city. He planned to make it his capital and restore its glory. But Alexander died young, at the age of 32, in a palace in Babylon. After his death, his generals fought over his empire. Babylon was caught in the middle. It was damaged, burned, looted. Slowly, people began to leave. The great temples were abandoned. The palaces crumbled. The Hanging Gardens, once the pride of the world, withered and collapsed. Sand blew in from the desert and covered the streets. The Euphrates River changed its course, leaving parts of the city dry and lifeless. By the time of Jesus Christ, Babylon was already a ghost town. A few hundred people lived among the ruins. Travelers who passed by could not believe that this pile of broken bricks had once been the greatest city on earth. By 500 AD, Babylon was completely empty. Only jackals and vultures remained. The city that had ruled the world for thousands of years had vanished into dust. For over 1,000 years, Babylon was forgotten. People read about it in the Bible and in Greek histories, but no one knew exactly where it had been. Some thought it was just a myth, a legend, a story told to children. Then, in the 1800s, European archaeologists began digging in Iraq. They found the ruins. Slowly, piece by piece, they uncovered the Ishtar Gate, the palaces, the walls, the streets. They found clay tablets with writing on them, contracts, letters, receipts, shopping lists. These were not the writings of gods or myths. These were the writings of real people. Babylon had been real. One of the most famous discoveries was made by archaeologist Robert Coldway in 1899. He spent years excavating Babylon. He uncovered the throne room where Belshazzar had seen the writing on the wall. He found the foundation of the Hanging Gardens. Piece by piece, the lost city came back to life, but only in fragments. Most of Babylon was gone forever. The bricks had been taken and reused to build other cities. The treasures had been looted. The knowledge had been lost. In modern times, Babylon suffered even more. During the Iraq War, the site was turned into a military base. Helicopters landed on ancient ruins. Soldiers walked over 2,500-year-old streets. Tanks drove through the Ishtar Gate. Irreplaceable artifacts were damaged or destroyed. Today, you can visit Babylon, but what you see are reconstructions, copies, shadows of what once was. The real Babylon is gone, and it will never come back.
So what is the curse of Babylon? It is not magic. It is not a spell. The curse of Babylon is this: arrogance. The belief that power lasts forever. The belief that walls and wealth can protect you from everything. Babylon fell because its leaders stopped paying attention. They stopped preparing. They partied while the enemy was at the dates. They ignored the warnings. They thought they were untouchable. They were wrong. Babylon's story is a warning for every nation, every leader, every person. Empires rise, empires fall. No matter how strong you are today, tomorrow is not promised. Nature does not care about your glory. Time does not care about your wealth. History does not remember the arrogant. It only remembers the dust they left behind. Babylon once ruled the world. Now it is nothing but sand and broken stone. The curse is real, and it is waiting for the next empire that forgets. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, please consider subscribing to the channel. More forgotten stories are waiting.